There's a number of new revenue-based financing companies out there, and their specialty, they're niche funding companies that not your traditional MCAs or now sales-based financing companies, revenue-based financing companies. It's all the same product, but there now are different little structures involved, different niches on the way they advertise and market and provide information to the public, at least on their website. So I wanted to go over those. We're actually publishing an article about them. We have a specialty funders list on our website, so check that out. But definitely want to get more into depth about what I see in the market in regards to this, how you guys, whether you be a funder or a broker, how you guys are going to adapt and change with the times, or possibly be left behind. So we're going to get into that and a bunch more. So the reason I wanted to provide some context to this providers list that we have is called specialty funders. After noticing a bunch of the revenue-based financing companies pop up, I want to do some more digging, find out what's really going on. Um, if you've noticed, if you haven't, then this is the perfect video for you. And the article that we're attaching to this video, if you're on our website, in regards to specialty funding companies for revenue-based financing, it's a niche um, product, but now funding companies have niched it down even further. So now there are revenue-based financing companies that are targeting and advertising marketing to startups or to e-commerce, to SaaS tech companies, to a number of other different providers. And some offer multiple products, so invoice financing or equipment or term loans. But there is a shift, and the shift are coming from companies like CapChase, Pipe. SellersFi was doing it, but now they're doing financing. Flow Capital in Canada. There's a company called Sten in the UK. 8Fig. There's Novell or Novell, however you pronounce it. On-Ramp Funds. These are all companies that I've come across in my, research and just, whether it be on social media, website, SEO, they're popping up. And some are fairly new. We've had actually Pipe and CapChase on our site under the startup financing providers for probably close to a year, if not longer. And what I think it's telling me is people are adapting, people are increasing their technology capabilities. And it's not just generative AI. In fact, generative AI is probably not a huge part of it. It's AI on the back end for sure, machine learning, and how their data is being processed and being used to process files. And one of the really good things about these companies offering a revenue-based financing company in the niches that they do is it actually adds a sense of legitimacy, some more legitimacy to the product overall, right? So you have this thought and this perception and maybe reality of MCAs and how long they've gone back and what they do and factor rates high and fees and et cetera, et cetera. But as the kind of the terminology is being used differently at a state and national level, revenue-based financing, sales-based financing, it's under commercial finance as a whole. These companies that are now offering it, when the legislators and lobbyists are using this terminology, looking at examples like these new specialty and niche funders, then it provides that sense of, okay, this is a legit product. It's being used in different ways for startups, for e-commerce, for SaaS companies, et cetera. And it goes on and on. And so I think that's really big for the industry, and it really is going to add to the volume of businesses that use this product in one form or another. The way I see the big picture now is that you have your bigger players, fintechs that have been around for a while, the Stripe Capital, PayPal, Shopify, and even On Deck that have been doing certain things. I mean, On Deck doesn't have the payment processing like these other companies do, but now you're getting the technology is so abundant for bank verification or linking your bank account to your platform, or the business owner's bank account to your platform, that everyone can use it. So you have companies like CapChase and Pipe and these others that are essentially on their application requiring linking of their bank account using Plaid or whatever other verification system, Decision Logic and others, to get that file through underwriting. And it's done in seconds, and they can put out an offer, or it's in their dashboard. So if they've already signed up with some of these companies, then their account is already linked. And so when an offer becomes available, they're notified. Okay. And so the funders that are traditional MCAs, revenue-based financing, sales-based financing, it's all the same. One, they will have I'm sure they're adapting already, but it's going to kind of weed out a lot of these old school companies that are just offering 1499s and 10% origination fee. Maybe they're still doing well enough right now, but what are they innovating, and how are they innovating and iterating their businesses to this changing market, to what the business owner knows and understands about this product, and all short-term financing. Obviously, the cost of capital is the major difference. So these other companies that are popping up now are offering cost of capital that is reasonable to these e-commerce companies that many have good profit margins. Tech companies for sure, or SaaS companies for sure. When you're on and what they look for, just to give you a little bit more detail on that, was for the pipe and the cap chases of the world are monthly recurring revenue and annual recurring revenue. So if you're a tech company that's on a subscription level and you have $1 million a year or $10 million a year in recurring revenue, that reduces the risk on your payback, right? So they know these customers are already paying for a year, and that goes for any underwriting, for any type of file, any business that has consistent clients that have been paying X amount, whatever plan it may be on. And then you have others, like a company called Bravo with two A's that offers funding to mobile app companies or mobile apps and games. So, and you have others that do just for advertising. Actually, that's what Clerico was doing for a while. And maybe there's a lesson there because they pulled back and gone towards invoice financing, but they were just doing specialty funding for advertising and marketing. And so this other company does for mobile apps and games. And then you have gig economy workers. So what I'm getting at is that things are happening right now. If you're not moving, you're getting left behind. Sure, you can continue to do it your way and see how well that works. And it's going to work for some people be for a period of time, because there's still going to be the funding companies that will be able to fund your clients, and it's a matter if you both coexist together. All right. That's all I have for this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. I'm going to do some more of these to add context to some of our articles. And if you have any companies that need to be added to our providers tabs or even removed, all right, we just had to remove one the other day because they shut down at the end or sometime last year. Shoot us an email or contact us. We'll be happy to do that. And then also join in our forum. You can post about your deals and any companies you know about in our community forum. All right. This is Shane Mohabier, President Funder Intel. Have a good one.